Another springtime weather system is moving through the area. For most of us, it's done, but for half of us, it is still raining, and there still is a threat for seeing an isolated tornado, mainly in the Florida Panhandle. That's where you have a tornado watch. In other spots, because of the 2 to 3 inches of rain that's fallen, you do have some nuisance flooding. So if you're in eastern Escambia County, Alabama, you have a flood advisory. Things will improve, though, in just a few hours. News 5 at 6:30 begins right now.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 6:30.
We're staying weather alert tonight as storms and heavy rain sweep across the Gulf Coast. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Roseanne Haven. We have team coverage of the storming weather tonight. Brianna Hollis is in Mobile, Debbie Williams in Baldwin County, and Cody Long in Pensacola. First, let's get you updated with Chief Meteorologist Alan Seals.
We're still watching the weather, literally. Watch for changes in the sky like a gust front, a shelf cloud ahead of a thunderstorm. That was on the causeway earlier today by Michelle Bishop. And the threat of active weather, it's all generally east of I-65, or in other words, east of Mobile Bay. And if you're in Monroe County, you have just steady rain. But the thing that we were most concerned about, Taylor Sorello and I were watching this region of low pressure moving eastward along the coast. It may seem unusual, but this does happen pretty frequently along a gust front or a gust system. You can get a miniature low pressure system, and that's what prompted a severe thunderstorm warning earlier along the coast, but notice how that has faded away. But the rain has not totally stopped, even though the tornado watch has been canceled across most, or actually all of southwestern Alabama. There's a new tornado watch. You just saw that appear. That is farther to our east, and that's simply because that's where the active weather is going. So from that view to Wolf Bay, heading down toward Ono Island, thunderstorms there, moving into Ensley, places like Pensacola and Milton. That's where your heaviest rain is right now. You're going to get a couple inches of rain easily. Notice how it pretty much parallels Highway 90 heading into Okaloosa County, so lightning off and on there. Steady rain for most of Monroe County and Conecuh County. And even though the rain has eased up in Bruton for the moment, you had enough that just be advised you could see some nuisance flooding in Fish Pond, Roberts, Bradley, Dixonville, Riverview, and Damascus. All of those locations under a flood advisory. So if you're in Okaloosa County, typical of our springtime weather systems, you're the last one to get it and the last one to see it move out. So things are just starting to pick up around Crestview, southward toward Niceville and Fort Walton. Not severe weather at this moment, but there still is that slight risk of seeing an isolated severe thunderstorm, straight line winds over 60 miles an hour, or that small possibility of an isolated tornado. 7:30 this evening, a projection showing you how things are moving. They're moving steadily. That's what we want. By 9:30 this evening, no real threat of severe weather, but still some rain lingering. I'll let you know when it all moves out in just a few minutes.